scoreboard. They were playing here at their ballpark. And if the videos look a little green, they do up here. If you're up here in person, even your skin looks green up here in this ballpark. I think it's a combination of the lighting and the floor, which has kind of a greenish cast to it, or maybe that's due to the lighting too, whatever. At any rate, the Trojans have gotten here by virtue of defeating the Tri-Valley Bulldogs yesterday afternoon, and Williams Valley got here by defeating Marion Catholic, I believe it was, in their ball game. So we are just moments away from the championship ball game. I would mention, just so you remember this eventually, that the girls led the Williams Valley Viking girls tonight for the most part for 90% of the ball game, only to see it slip away with a three-point bucket with a 1.4 seconds remaining as Kelly Unger banged a three in to untie a 35-35 score and give the Vikings a 38-35 victory. Just mention that in case you have any brothers, sisters, or eventually girlfriends that are on this Trojan team tonight. So let's hope the Trojan boys fare out better. Now they're going to go up against a ball club who have been undefeated this season, the Williams Valley Vikings, with a record of 10-0 coming into tonight's ball game. So the Trojans, if they can pull one out here tonight, it would surely be an upset and would give them the Love 99 championship for 1999-2000 season. So let's hope for the best now as we get set to go, and we'll be back with the lineups, which we will not have on video, but the opening tip we will have here in just a moment. Trojans send out Shadle along with Hunter, Wenzel, Nick Huffman, and Lentz will be the starting five. Saw that Josh Smith is suited up tonight, but I don't know whether Josh will get any playing time. He's on the bench and he has his suit on, and I think he might get some playing time. So here we go as Huffman gets the tip back here for Lentz. Back over here for Shadle. Shadle had game high last night honors for UDA in a game that I did not see. He scored 17 points and was high. Here's Huffman taking it inside. Ball stolen away. Back with it come the Vikings. This is Colt Brown over in the wing. He goes with it. On the baseline, we're going to have a foul called on Shadle. A reach-in foul called on Brett. And the non-shooting. And Sesnalevich will inbound the ball. Says inbounding. From outside for three. It's in and out, no good. Rebounded in there strongly by Wenzel, and back comes Travis with it for UD. No score in the ball game. Wenzel with it out in top. Near wing over here for Lentz. Lentz taking it inside, dropping it back here for Shadle over in the wing for Huffman. Nick turning around, pushing it inside here for Hunter. Hunter with a jump shot for two. A little bit short. Rebound comes back over here, and Huffman controls it for UD. And Wenzel will spin it back out here for Shadle. Shadle back here for Wenzel. Travis looking to go inside with it. Pushes it here for Lentz. Lentz will take it in. Puts the shot up and wouldn't go. Rebounded in there by Chris Long, and back with it come the Vikings. Shot from outside for three. That's way short. Not out of bounds it goes. He shot himself an air ball and down at Upper Dauphin. Everybody would have been calling air ball, but it's a Williams Valley crowd here, so not a peep. How about it, John? Not a peep. No one mentioned that ball missed by 3 feet. But nevertheless, back comes the Trojans now. Shadle bumping out front over here for Hunter. Hunter looking for something to develop. Here's a shot from outside by Nick Huffman. Good for two. Nick has the first 2 points of the ball game. It's 2-0. UDA. Brown. That's Colt Brown. We have Cole Sesnalevich and Colt Brown. This is Colt Brown right now. Colt pushing it ahead over the baseline here for Long. Long tries to go inside with it. Pushes it there for Sesnalevich's shot wouldn't go. Rebounded down here for UD. Good rebound by tricky Nick Huffman. Back here for Shadle and Brett out front. Brett trying to work it around in the front. Pushes it over here for Huffman. And Nick looping it back here for Shadle. Shadle from outside for three. It's good. Brett Shadle for three. It's a 5-0 ball game. As I mentioned on the top, the Vikings 10-0 on the season. 11 there is Sean Miller. Sean Miller will roll it over here. Now he comes back here for Long. Long for 2. No good. Rebound comes down here, controlled by Shadle. Nearly stolen away. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness, what a call. What a call. Has Sesnalevich got away with one there. Oh, man. All arm. And the ref that called it was the ref behind the play. What this guy was looking at, I don't know. Ay, what a call. There's a shot from outside for 3. No good. Rebounded underneath there to Sesnalevich, and Ses puts it in. And it's now a 5-2 ball game. Whoa. Anyway, here is Shadle with it. Shadle's spinning it around the top over here for Wenzel. And Wenzel looking for something to develop inside. Spins it here for Shadle. Shadle bounces it here for Lentz. Lentz taking it on the dribble. Bouncing it here for Huffman. And Nick pushing right inside. Nice pass. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hunter on the far side. Hunter goes to the hoop for 2. He's blocked out of there. And Drew will go to the line to shoot 2 freebies as Long, I think, will pick up the foul for Williams Valley. Hunter at the line shooting 2. Chris Long picked up the personal, and Hunter's first shot no good. Now 4:46 left here in the first quarter. Trojans up by 3, and Drew can make it 4 if he puts this one in, which he did. All right, way to go. 6-2, UD by 4. Up the court, double trap over there for UD. Now they'll pass it down here in the wing. Shot from the side by 32, no good. Rebound tipped over here to Long. Back outside now. Shot from out here for 3. It is no good. And on the rebound, it's tipped around inside and put up by Ses. A foul called. Sesnalevich will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul is on UD. He says we'll shoot a pair. Hunter his first. Sesnalevich has missed his first shot. So Cole will get a chance to try to put this one back in. And he did. 6-3, cut the Trojan margin in half, and UD coming up court with it with 4:25 left here in the first quarter. This is Shadle out in front. Shadle with it, bouncing it here for Huffman. Nick will look inside for something to develop there. And the ball is stolen away by Sean Miller. And then there's going to be a foul called on Nick Huffman, I believe. Yeah, Nick will pick up the personal on a hold. And that will give the Vikings the ball now with 4:13 remaining here in the first quarter. Trojans up 6-3. This is Brown. Colt Brown into the corner there for Long. Long, quick pass across here, and it's going to be stolen out of bounds, or inbounds here by Shadle. Shadle with a bounce pass here for Hunter. Hunter off the glass for 2. Wouldn't go. Tip up, they're good. Rebounded in here to Brown. Colt Brown coming back with it. Looking for 2. It's good. Brown is one of the top scorers here on the Viking ball club, and he just raced right in there and put that one home. 6-5 UD margin to 1. 3:38 left here in the first. Here's Shadle taking it all the way down on the baseline, trying to drive it underneath. It goes off the foot of the Vikings, I guess they said. As Smeltz into the ball game for Upper Dauphin. This is Smeltz with it. Out here for Hunter. Back for Smeltz. Brent spins it here for Lentz. Smeltz back here for Shadle. Inside nicely for Huffman. Nick, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound comes down there and controlled by Sesnalevich. He'll drop it back here for Sean Miller. Showing up court with it for the Vikings. Trojans drop back into a 3-2 defense here. 9 here for Long. And back over here for Miller. Sean for 3. No good. Rebound comes right back here to Chris Long for 2. It's no good. Rebound on the far side controlled over there by Brown. And the Trojans unable to rebound on the defensive boards here. Here's a move inside by 32 Raybuck. And he gives the Vikings the lead now, 7-6. Here's Lentz out in front, working on Brown. Over here is Smeltz. Smeltz stopping, pushing it over in a wing here for Shadle. Shadle inside for Huffman. Here's Wenzel. Bounce it over in a wing. And they're going to say that he walked with it, did Lentz that time. And that'll turn the ball over to the Vikings with 2:16 left here in the first quarter. They lead by 1. Colt Brown over there for Miller. And then Brown will take it back as the Vikings try to move it up court. Quick pass now over here for Long. Long from outside for a couple. Wouldn't go. Tip in good for 32 Raybuck, I think. Was that Raybuck? Yeah, 32 Raybuck. Okay, back come the Trojans now, trailing by 3. They had led by 4. They trailed by 3. Here's Smeltz taking it to the hoop, but then passing it off over here for Nick Huffman for 2. It's good. Nick with a 14-footer from the left side puts it in. It's 9-8. Williams Valley by 1. Miller playing it here for Brown. Brown over there for Miller. And Miller back in Brown playing with it now for the Vikes. Loops it inside here. Here's Says for 2. No good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by the Trojans, who have a chance to come back up and regain the lead now, trailing by 1. Here's Wenzel. Wenzel into the corner here for Smeltz. Smeltz had the ball tapped loose, picked up in there by Sesnalevich, and back with it come the Vikings. So they lost the handle on it there, did Brent Smeltz. The Vikings take over. This is Miller, Sean Miller for Williams Valley. He'll back it out here now, push it over there for Brown. Colt Brown on the right wing for Miller. Miller near side here for Long. He'll drop it back for Miller. Miller will step inside. Little 8-foot try. Good. Sean Miller for 2. 11-8. Vikings open up a 3-point margin. And back comes Shadle with it for UD. Shadle trying to take it inside. Nice pass on the baseline. Shot put up, no good. Return shot put up and tipped in there by Huffman. Nick keeps the Trojans close at 1-point ball game. Here's Cole Sesnalevich. Had a little trouble with it. Rooping it back over here for Brown. Brown will pass it on the wing over there for Miller. And Miller will bring it back. 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 11-10, Vikes by 1. 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Here's Miller. Back over here for Brown for 3. It's good. Colt Brown gets 3 and ends the first period, giving the Vikings a 14-10 lead at the end of 1. It's the Vikes by 4. Well, Trojans going to have to tighten it up here a little bit. We'll be back with the second period in just a moment. Okay, second period about to get underway now. Trojans with the advantage of inbounding the ball here as Shadle brings it up court for UD. Over there for Wenzel. Travis looking for something to happen. Yeah, he'll take it inside himself. Stop. 14-foot try, no good. Rebound underneath, controlled by the Vikings as Colt Brown picks it off. And back up court. He comes with it now inside with a quick pass for Sesnalevich. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. Ses will go to the line, shooting 2. Drew Hunter, his second. The team's 4th. As Sesnalevich goes to the foul line, shooting his first one up and in good. And Cole's second shot is no good. Rebound comes down here, controlled to Hunter. We'll drop it back over here now for Wenzel. Wenzel, near wing here for Smeltz. Brent, 15-foot try, good. Right down to shoot for Brent Smeltz. It's 15-12. Here's Steve Miller. Pushing it down here. The ball tapped loose on a nice play by Drew Hunter. They'll bounce it on the wing. Shot put up, no good. And on the rebound, Sesnalevich brings it up for, or pulls it down, I should say, for the Vikings. Over here to Brown. Brown goes inside, tapped away. Smeltz coming back 2-on-2. And Brent will have to hold it up here now as he'll push it back here for Shadle. Into the corner it goes. Inside here for Hunter. Hunter has the ball tapped out of there. Sesnalevich got a hand on it and tapped it out of there. And it'll be UDA inbounding. Shadle will inbound the ball underneath their own basket, I think. Well, Sez will track this one down, go to the hoop for 2. It's no good, but a foul called. The foul's going to be on Drew Hunter, I think. And if it is, it's his 3rd. No, it's on Lentz, and timeout called by Coach Hain here now. Sesnalevich will be going to the foul line to shoot 2 when we come back. 6:54 remaining in the first half. It's 15-12, the Vikes by 3. Sesnalevich at the line shooting 2, missed his first one. And here's Cole's second shot. And it is Good. 16-12, 4-point margin now for the Vikings, as Brent Smeltz brings it up court for UD. Brent over the left side there for Wenzel. Back out in front here for Shadle. And we'll see what's developing underneath here as they go right underneath there to Hunter. Hunter pushing it back outside here for Huffman. Nick tied up over there. Will bounce it back for Wenzel. Into the corner for Huffman. Inside he goes here for Hunter. Hunter cross court here for Smeltz. Smeltz drives it inside, puts a shot up, no good. Sesnalevich with the rebound, and back comes Brown for Williams Valley. Over there to a pass inside for Chris. Oh, and Chris Long missed a peeper. Sesnalevich with a try, no good. Sesnalevich with another try. It's good, but a foul called. The foul might be on Hunter. If it is, it is. It's going to be Drew's third. So he is in foul trouble here in the first half. 6:09 remaining in the half, and that's going to send Sez to the foul line again here, shooting two. Well, Sez missed the first one, and here's his second try. It is good. 17-12 as Drew Hunter will check out of the ball game, and in there to replace him is Lentz. Ryan Lentz into the ball game for UD. Shadle brings the ball up the court for the Trojans. Into the corner here now. They'll go to Smeltz. Smeltz back outside here for Lentz. Back to Smeltz. Smeltz takes it inside, pushes it back outside, tipped away in there by Raybuck, and Raybuck for two. Raybuck with quickness that time, got the steal, and back with it come the Trojans. Here's Huffman to get those two back, no good. Rebound comes down here to quickly outlet it here for Brown, or for Miller rather, Sean Miller for two. So all of a sudden the Trojans drop back now, and the Vikings on a roll, and it's 21-12 with 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Well, following the timeout, now Josh Smith back into the lineup for the Trojans. Good to see Josh back in there. I don't know how effective he might be. He's missed several ball games now with a foot or ankle injury, and just hope he can play all right down here now. Don't want to see him get re-injured. Here's Lentz trying to drive one up for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound tipped in there, though, by Smith. So Josh comes into the ball game and gets 2 points immediately. And back come the Vikings. This is Sesnalevich trying to roll it over here for 23. That's Brown. And this is Miller. For Brown, Colt taking it in, pulling it back. He'll work it out in front. Lentz guarding on him. Over there in the wing. Braybuck and then Brown with it again. Near side over here for Miller. And back to Brown. And back to Miller. And into the corner. And then back out. Here's Brown. For two, foul. Foul be on Smith. Brown will go to the line. Shooting two, I believe. Well, the Vikings are waiting for us at the foul line as Brown missed his first one. Here's the second shot by Brown's good. He 1 out of 2, makes it 22-14, an 8-point margin now for the Vikings, and the Trojans can ill afford to drop back any further. So let's see if we can get a couple of points up court this time. This is Shadle bouncing it over here for Lentz. And Ryan will pick up the dribble. Inside he goes here to Smith. Smith for two. It is no good. And on the rebound on the far side is going to be out of bounds off Sesnalevich. So UD will get to inbound the ball. 35 Davis is in the ball game now for the Vikings as Smeltz returns to the lineup for UD. Wenzel over the wing he goes for Shadle. Shadle inside, and a foul is going to be called on 35. That's on Davis. He'll pick up the personal foul. Shadle will inbound the ball for UD. Bounces it inside here. Shot from the wing for three. No good. Return shot put up, blocked away by Davis. He is a big kid, and he made a block on that shot. And back come the Vikings as Miller brings it up court for Williams Valley. Directing traffic inside is Miller, and he'll pick up the dribble over there for Brown. And Brown tries to work it in now, and he can't, so he'll take it back out for Miller. Shot from outside for three, good. Sean Miller for 3. It's 25-14. Here's Smeltz with it. Smeltz taking it inside. Lost the handle on it, stripped away, picked up in air by Sesnalevich. We'll bring it back here for Miller. And Sean across the timeline with it. Well, no, actually not yet. Now he's across the timeline with it. And he'll direct traffic inside. Picks up the dribble. Pushing it down on the baseline. Tapped away in there nicely by Wenzel, and back with it come the Trojans. And Trojans need a bucket here. Trailing by 11 now. Here's Smith back out here for Shadle. Into the corner it goes here for Nick Huffman. Nick will pivot around with it. Look for something inside and then dribbles it once. Still has it. Pushes it here for Smith. Smith will bounce it over here on the side. Shot from the wing for 3. No good. Rebounded inside there to Rebuck. We'll pass it back now, and the Vikings coming down with 2:38 left here in the first half. They lead by 11. And timeout called by a 20-second timeout called by Williams Valley. 2:35 remaining here in the first half. It's the Vikings by 11. Cole Sesnalevich getting ready to inbound the ball here to Colt Brown. This is Brown with it here for Miller. Into the corner he goes with it. Here's Brown for Miller, and then back to Brown. Brown would like to get 3 out of that, and he did. Colt Brown for 3 more. And it's now 28-14. They have doubled up the Trojans as Shadle brings it up court for UD. Into the corner he goes there for Smith. Smith inside nicely for Huffman. Huffman fouled, but no call. Another foul. This time the bucket counts. And Nick will go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. Throwing over the Rebuck here. The ref is, I'm not sure what for. But anyway, it's a 2:04 left here. 28-16, and Nick Huffman at the line shooting 1. Drew Hunter getting ready to come back into the ball game. No, he won't. He's going to replace Nick Huffman here in a second. As Nick will put up his 1 to get 3, and it's good. And now Nick will depart as Drew Hunter comes back into the game for UD. 2:04 left here in a half. The foul was on Miller that time, and it was his first. Here's Sez back over there for Brown, and Brown down the right side into the corner. Shot from there by Rebuck for 3, no good. Rebounded to Smith underneath. He'll drop it back here for Shadle. And back come the Trojans now, and see if we can creep a little closer here. Brett Shadle dropping it here for Wenzel. Over into the corner. Lentz back to Shadle. Inside here. Here's Hunter. Drew will not get it in, so he gives it to Shadle. Shadle pushing it inside here. Turnaround shot by Smith, short. Rebound comes right down there to Rebuck, and he'll drop it back over here. And Colt Brown bringing it back for Williams Valley. Into the corner here for Chris Long. Chris to the hoop for 2, no good. And on the rebound, controlled in here by Wenzel. Wenzel will start it back quickly for UD and pushes it over the wing. Stolen away over there by Cole Sesnalevich, though, who came back and, Rebuck, I beg your pardon, Rebuck. And this is Brown for Miller. 57 seconds left here in a half. Sean Miller into the corner here for Chris Long. Inside he goes with a pass and a shot by Sez, good for 2. 30-17, 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is Shadle. Shadle taking it down inside. Smith pushes it back here for Hunter. Drew will snap it back now for Smeltz. Back to Shadle. Inside for Hunter. Hunter drops it here for Wenzel. Wenzel on the baseline, puts a shot up short. Rebound comes down here and goes out of bounds off the Vikings with 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Smeltz will check in to replace Smith for UDA. No, he's checking in to replace Lentz. Nick Huffman back in there to replace Smith. Here's Wenzel. Wenzel, near wing over here for Shadle. Inside they go with a nice pass to Drew Hunter. His turnaround shot is good. Drew for 2. 30-19, Trojans trail by 11. This is Miller coming back with it as the time winds down. Chris Long with it, pushing it back here for a long 3. That is in and out, no good. Clock down to 3/10 of a second, that'll do it. As the time expires for the first half. And the Trojans trailing by 11. Now it's the Vikings 30. The UDA Trojan 19. Back with the second half here in just a moment. teams are back, and we're ready to go with the second half of tonight's championship ball game, as the Vikes have the advantage of inbounding the ball to begin the third period. Brown is out there along with Miller, Long, Sesnalevich, and Raybuck. Raybuck inside for two. It's good. Raybuck kind of a quiet player tonight, but he's got about 6 or 8 points, I guess, for the Vikings. Here's passing for Wetzel. Wetzel goes inside for Smith, and Smith has the ball come loose, and out of bounds it goes, and they're going to call a foul on Josh Smith, I believe. They say Josh pushed off looking for that rebound and that loose ball, and so Josh picks up personal foul number 2, and back comes Colt Brown for the Vikings. Sean Miller with it. Brown on the far side. Into the corner he goes. Long for 3. No good that time. Rebound in there to Smith. Pushing it back off here now for Wenzel. Over into the corner it goes. Stolen away over there by Colt Brown. Brown coming back with it, gliding into the paint, puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded in there to Wenzel, and Wenzel will drop it back here for Shadle. Shadle passed down on the wing. On the baseline goes Lentz with it. And now inside they'll go to Smith. Smith turnaround shot is no good. And the rebound comes down to Raybuck. And then Miller will clear it up court to Brown. Into the corner it goes. Now right inside, shot by Sez, good for 2. Well, Sez was kind of left unguarded that time, and the pass went inside, and Cole put her home. 34-19. 15-point margin now for the Vikings. There's a pass on the baseline for Wenzel. Back out here for Shadle. Shadle tries to take it inside, stops, pushes it over here for a shot by Smith, good for 2. Josh by gosh Smith hits 2. 34-21. Up comes Brown for Miller. Into the corner, stolen away nicely by Wenzel that time as he anticipated the pass. Travis bouncing it on the baseline. Shot from over there for 2, no good. Rebounded underneath here to Sesnalevich. He'll get it back here for Colt Brown. Brown wants to take it inside. Ball came loose. Trojans with another chance, and then a foul will be called on Brown away from the ball. Brown picks up the personal foul. It is his first, as Smith will check out of the ball game for UD, as well as Nick Huffman. And the Trojans send out their Smeltz and let's see, Hunter. Crew playing with 4 fouls, I believe it is. Here's a ball stolen away again, this time by Brown. And Brown goes over the wing with it. Goes right underneath for a pass for Sesnalevich, and Sez's shot goes in good. 36-21, a good pass that time from Colt Brown to Cole Sesnalevich, and Sez right underneath the basket. Made that one go, and here is Smeltz with it. Smeltz has the ball tipped away from him in there by Brown or by Sesnalevich, and then Sez is bumped over. They call a walk on Cole that time as he got bumped down and went on his knees, and was called for the walk and timeout called by Dauphin. 5:14 remaining here in the third period. 36-21, the Vikes by 15. Timeout is over now, and Shadle gets ready to inbound the ball for UDA. Pushes it right here for Smeltz. Smeltz steps back looking for a couple, no good. Rebounded inside there to Raybuck, and Raybuck coming back with it for Williams Valley. Had it stolen away from him by Wenzel. Then it's stolen back again by the Vikings, and we're going to have a hold foul called on Shadle before the shot. And Brett will pick up the foul, his second, and the Vikings will inbound the ball. 5:01 left here in the third period. Over here for Chris Long. Chris taking it inside for 2. No good. Rebound, let's see, controlling it to Raybuck. Back outside for Brown, he goes with it as the Vikings will reset it here now. This is Miller for Brown. Miller in the corner here for 3 from Long. No good that time, and back with it comes UD. Here's Brent Smeltz with it. Brent trying to push it on up for 2. No good. Rebound comes down here to Long, and he'll hand it to Miller. And Sean Miller coming back for the Vikings. Trojans having a hard time trying to get a bucket here now, as they have the steals and get the ball back, but they don't get anything out of it. Nice pass inside for Sesnalevich from Brown again, and says right there at the moment, and stuffed her home. Culva getting ready to come into the ball game for Williams Valley, as the pass goes inside here for Hunter. Hunter pushes it on the baseline, stolen away by the Vikings. Back with it comes Rebuck. Rebuck for two. It's good. Rebuck gets two more. It's now 40-21. They've doubled up the Trojans. 3:48 left here in the third period. So the Viking team appears to be real. And over in the corner it goes now for that Shadle. Inside he passes to Hunter. Hunter with a shot. No good. On the rebound. Controlled in there by Rebuck. Ahead here for Brown, and Colt looking for two. No good. Rebound tapped out of there off the hands of Sesnalevich. Oh, no. They're going to, or yeah, what Off says, that was a good call. Yeah. It'll be UD ball. Trojans coming back now. 3:23 remaining here in the third. Shadle over to the corner. UD has to get some kind of shooting inside here. Here's Huffman for two. No good. Rebound comes off, and Vikings control it as Miller will bring it up court. Miller for Williams Valley. Over there for Brown. Colt into the corner he'll go now. 21 in there is Culva. Here's Miller. Rebuck back here for Miller. Sean working around out in front. Vikings have slowed it down. Inside they go now to Sesnalevich, and Sez will walk with it as he got tripped up in the paint, and Sez walked with it. We've got 2:42 left in the third. Trojans trail by 19, and Drew Hunter will come into the ball game for UD. So Shadle again bringing it up court now. The Trojans have not scored lately, and we need a bucket or three. Here's Hunter. Right underneath. Nice play and a nice pass to Smeltz, and Smeltz for two. Nice pass from Drew Hunter inside there to Brent Smeltz, and Smeltz put her home. Trojans have got 2 points here now. It's 23-40, 40-23. And Culva tries to go inside with it. Culva's got, or rather, here's a pass inside for Culva, and out of bounds it goes. Going to stay Viking ball. Sesnalevich to inbound it. Does so back here for Rebuck. Rebuck, 12-foot try, no good. Rebounded nicely in there by Nick Huffman, who went up high to get that one. And Nick will drop it back here for Shadle with 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Here's Shadle picking up the dribble over there for, inside he goes here for Nick Huffman. Nick trying to make a move. Now he turns around, spins one up a little bit off the front, and rebounded in there to Brown. Bringing it up court here for the Vikings. Brown inside here. Rebuck over the left wing. Now underneath it goes. Here is that Culva with the shot, no good. Back with it comes Smeltz for UD. Smeltz stopping, popping one off the glass, no good. Return shot put up there by Hunter, wouldn't go, and a foul called on Hunter. That'll be about the fourth or so. We'll find out here. And Drew finds that hard to believe. Doggone it. It's his fourth. With 1:22 remaining here in the third. And Williams Valley back up court with it. Here's Brown stopping out in front. Shot from the side by Culva, no good. Rebound comes down here, and let's see. It's going to be controlled by Smeltz. Quickly ahead he goes to Huffman with it. Nick Huffman going in for two. It's good. Well, Nick plowed over Culva. No charge. The crowd wanted a charge call. The referee said no, not at all. 25-40, Vikes by 15. As Brown will bring it up court here for a pass to Raybuck. Inside it goes, spins away, and then a shot put up. And that's going to be the game for Drew Hunter, I believe, as he may have just picked up his fifth, and in fact it was. So Drew's going to have to leave this ball game. Seconds remaining here in the third period. Drew Hunter has fouled out of the ball game, and Colt Brown at the line shooting for Williams Valley. He'll be shooting two. His first shot, good. And we'll see if Brown puts his second one in. Here it is, and it is good. 42-25, 17-point margin now for the Vikings as Smeltz in there with Shadle. Ryan Lentz went out with a gimpy leg here, and don't like to see that with Ryan, who had suffered a foot or leg injury earlier. Here's a shot from the side looking for three. No good. Rebound, let's see, tapped around in there. Controlled by Sesnalevich back here for Miller. Here's Miller going in with it. Guarding him is Shadle. He'll push it over here now for Brown. Brown over the wing. This is Culva. Back for Brown. Anyway, we hope Lentz is okay. Right underneath with a pass and a foul called on Smith. Sesnalevich will go to the foul line shooting two. Josh Smith picks up his third personal foul with 7 seconds left here in the third, and says at the line to shoot two. His first shot is good, and we'll see what he does with the second one here. Cole's second try, no good, and on the rebound, a shot put back up and in by Raybuck for two more. 45-25. Now as the buzzer goes, whoo, that shot would have counted had it going. And Smeltz got close, but no cigar. So at the end of 3/4 of the ball game, the Vikings pretty much in charge now, 45-25, with 8 minutes to play. Well, with 8 minutes to play and a 20-point deficit, the Trojans have got to do something and do it quickly here. They got to get a little bit more production out of the offense and see if we can't get back into this one quick now. Here is Shadle with it for UD. Over there for Smith. Smith will bounce it inside nicely, but then it's going to be spun out to the wing. And on a return shot, Wenzel missed the peeper underneath, and back with it comes Brown. Brown with a baseline pass to rushing Sean Miller, and Sean put her home. Shadle coming back for UD. Shadle take it inside, all the way on the baseline, dropping it off over there on the wing, looking for Wenzel, but it came loose, and then they'll throw it away back here for Smeltz. Smeltz inside here for Smith. Ball came loose from Josh's hand, and then Josh will pick up a foul as he bumps into Sean Miller, and Josh will pick up personal foul number 4. Inbound pass here for Brown, and he'll fire it across over here now for Rebuck, who drops it here for Miller. Into the corner for Rebuck, and then they're going to call a foul. Wenzel thought he tied it up, but Travis, they wouldn't allow that. So a foul called, and that'll send Rebuck to the line shooting a 1-and-1. For Wenzel, it's his first personal foul of the ball game. First shot by Rebuck, good. He'll try to get 2 in a row, and nope, not that time. Rebound comes down here to Sesnalevich. Cole rolls it back out here, picked up by Brown. Brown at the top of the circle, right in on the baseline with a quick pass for Rebuck. A good pass from Colt Brown to Rebuck, whose first name I do not know, but anyway, he's played one heck of a ball game for the Vikings tonight. Really has. Over there for Smeltz. Smeltz takes a near side over here for Lentz, who is back in there. And I'm glad to see Lentz back in, because he had come out with a gimpy leg, and he's back in there and walking pretty good right now. I mean, he's probably hurting a little bit, but he's a tough kid. And he's hanging in there. Walking pretty good there, as you can see right now. Cole Sesnalevich out of the ball game as 35 Davis back in there for the Vikings. There's a pass underneath for Smith. Tipped away, but picked up by Huffman. Good for 2. Nick gets a nice 12-pointer over there. Or 12-footer, I mean, 2-pointer. Anyway, here's Brown with it. Brown up court. Here it comes now for Rebuck, and takes it into the corner. Back out here now for Brown. Near side over here, Miller has it. Miller trying to take it inside, but a foul called on Shadle. It'd be a 1-and-1 now for Sean Miller. Will go to the foul line for the Vikings, shooting a 1-and-1. Foul was a third on Brett Shadle. 1-on-1 try from Miller. His first shot, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped up, but it wouldn't go in. Rebound picked up in there by Davis, won't go. And then it comes down here, and they tie it up. as Nick Huffman will tie it up for UD. And timeout, I think, is going to be called by Coach Hain. Now, with 6:06 left here in the ball game, it's 50-27 Vikings. The UD 22nd timeout is over as they inbound the ball over here and then pass it right back inside for a shot by Long, no good. Return shot up by Davis, wouldn't go, and then a final shot put up and a foul called underneath. Foul will be on Smeltz. And that's going to send Colt Brown to the line shooting 2. Brown's first shot's good. And his second shot coming up here. It is good also. 52-27. Smeltz coming back for UD. Here's Smeltz working it around in front for Shadle. Shadle looking for something to develop inside. Here's Nick Huffman with it. Nick at the foul line, takes it inside, stolen away in there by Brown as Colt Brown reached in quickly, tapped that away from Nick Huffman, and back comes Brown. Brown into the corner he goes with it now for that 21 Culva, but a foul called, and I guess Culva will go to the line, and he'll be shooting 2 as it's the 10th team foul on UD. So Culva will shoot 2. Culva missed his first one, and so he'll shoot 1 more. Foul was on Wenzel, his second. Culva's second try is good. 53-27. 5.5 minutes left in the ball game. Back comes Smeltz for UD. Brett inside, he'll drop it here for Shadle. Shadle for 2. It's no good, but Shadle's fouled, and Brett will go to the line shooting 2. Here's Brett's first try, and it is good. Shadle just shooting 2. Might have thought he was out in 3-point range, but he wasn't. Second try, good. Brett Shadle, 2 good foul shots. 53-29. Brown over here for Culva. He'll quickly go ahead now as they loop it here to Miller. Miller with an alley-oop, and a shot is missed, and onto the floor he goes. Goes Rebuck, and back with it come the Trojans, so they tried the alley-oop that time, and Rebuck missed the shot. Over in the corner it goes for Smeltz. Smeltz will take it down on the baseline, pushing it back over here, and a foul called on Brown as he got a little too aggressive on the challenge that time. And that's going to be a non-shooting foul. UD will inbound the ball. Gets ready to inbound the ball for Upper Dauphin. For Smeltz. Smeltz over here for Shadle. Brett inside here for Huffman. Nick, turnaround, 15-foot try, good. Nick Huffman just dumps it right down there from the foul line. Nice bucket. And back come the Vikings over here for that pass on the baseline. Underneath they go to Culva for 2, it's good. Well, they worked it around, passing it from Davis, eventually back to Culva, and Culva put her home. 57-31, here's Shadle. Over in the wing he goes with it, and the ball rolls out of bounds off the hands of Lentz, and it'll be Viking ball. Sean Miller checks out of the ball game as A. Miller in there for the Vikings. Here's the ball stolen away in the inbounds play and picked up in here by Colt Brown anyway, and Colt will loop it across here now to Davis. Davis comes on this side looking for Culva, but out of his reach, and off the court it goes. So with 4:12 left here in the game, it'll be UD coming back with it now. Here's Shadle. Here for Nick Huffman. Huffman looking for something to develop. Nick will take it over, extend the foul line, put a shot up and in, good. Nick Huffman for 2 more. About a 20-footer that time for Nick at the foul line, extended that time. They'll pass this ball up here for Long. Long with a looping pass over there for 2, wouldn't go. Huffman coming back with it for UD. Nick with a bounce pass over the baseline, shot off the glass by Lentz is good for 2. 57-35. Brown has it, comes over here with it for that other Miller, A. Miller. Ahead here for Chris Long. Chris heads to the hoop for 2, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here, controlled by the Trojans. Back over here is Lentz with it. Lentz will back it out. Here's a shot looking for three. No good. On the rebound, let's see. It's going to be controlled there and out of bounds. He walked with it, they say. And timeout called by the Trojans. With 3:15 left here in the ball game, Trojans trailing by 22. They call timeout. Trojans will inbound the ball now following the timeout. Shadle getting ready to do that. It's black ball. We had the ball. What the heck's the ref doing here now? Okay, now Brett will inbound the ball. Over here for Huffman. Nick picking up the dribble here for Smeltz. Back over here for Shadle. Shadle, across the court it goes now for Lentz. Lentz picking it up for Smeltz, or for Shadle rather. Now inside it goes for Wenzel. Back out here. Shadle's got it. Inside he goes. Turnaround shot by Huffman. A little bit short. Rebounded and out of bounds it goes, or a foul. Got a foul called underneath. Foul will be on Culva, I believe. Picked up the foul, 15 foul. And hold everything. A walk will be called this time as Brent got it going over there, but couldn't get a dribble down. And so back with it comes A. Miller. Quick pass on the wing down here and hold everything. A walk and a wreck underneath, but a walk called first. There is a walk called on the play. Back comes Shadle for UD. Over there on the wing for a pass out in front. Shot for three. It's good. And a foul called. The bucket counts. But a foul is going to be on Nick Huffman, pushing off after the shot was made. Nick picks up the foul. And it will be, let's see, I'm not sure who going to the foul line to shoot for Williams Valley. I didn't see the foul. 2:31 left here in the ball game. And it will be A. Miller going to the line shooting two. First shot, no good. Rebound tipped around in there, controlled by UD. And he gets two shots, so he only shot one, but a lot of action anyway. Second shot is short, and a rebound tipped over this way, and out of bounds it goes. It'll be white ball. Trojans trying to tip it over for somebody, and they tapped it out, and Williams Valley gets control. This is Brown. Outside here for Miller. This is A. Miller. A little bit of trouble with it, and the ball stolen away. And let's see who's got it. Well, let's see. It's going to be picked up by the Vikings anyway. Quick pass ahead here for Chris Long, and then back here for Miller. We'll pass it over there for Brown. Brown tries to take it inside. He still has control of it. Going to whip around outside now. Clock down to 2 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Miller goes inside with it with a pass to Davis. No good. Davis with his own rebound puts a shot up. He's fouled. And Davis will go to the foul line for Williams Valley. He will be shooting two. Now will send in Stroop. They send in Kinch and McNinch over there. As the Vikings will send in some new players too, and these guys have really played another good ball game for Williams Valley. As Davis goes to the line to shoot his second shot, and it is no good. Rebound comes down here to Culva. He has some trouble with it. On the floor it goes, and they'll call a walk. It'll be UD ball. Stroop will inbound it here to Shadle. Shadle coming up here now with Lentz on the right wing. It's Shadle and Lentz, the first two starters in there yet for UD. Here's Lentz driving it on the baseline. Shot for two, no good. Rebound comes down here to Miller. And this is A. Miller. And A. Miller got it for the Vikings. He'll take it inside and drop it here for Davis. Davis across the court he goes here for 14, whom we don't have. Yeah. This is A. Miller taking it in, looking for two, no good. Rebound tipped around inside there, controlled by UD. Back here for Lentz. Lentz down the wing for three, short. Rebound, let's see who's going to grab it. It's going to be Williams Valley coming up with it. 25, and there is Mace. His pass picked off by Kinch, and back comes Shadle. Shadle going to the hoop for two. No good. Rebounded inside there to that Davis. Back here for Culva. Culva spins it over there for 14. 14 pushing it back out here for Davis. Davis on the wing. This is that Miller. Miller back out here for Mace. And Mace pushing into the corner. Oh, 14 is Hunter. I beg your pardon. And the shot put up in there by Culva. 14 is Hunter. He's on the board. Didn't see him there for a second. Anyway, 59-38 with 18 seconds. So the Vikings will pick up the 1199 trophy here for their efforts tonight. Shot from outside by Larry McNinch, no good, and a rebound comes off to the Vikings with just 7 seconds. 6. Here's Culva back over here for Hunter. Hunter lost it away, and that's going to do it as the buzzer goes to end the ball game. The final score: the Williams Valley Vikings 59, the UDA Trojans 38. So we congratulate the Vikings on another fine effort here tonight against the Trojans, and the trophy well deserved by the Vikings tonight as they played a darn good ball game. Have a lot of good ball players on this Viking club, and they remain undefeated in the season as they go now to, I think, 11-0 on this season this year. So Trojans will pick it up next Tuesday when they will be back in action in TVL play, and we'll see them then wherever they are. So Mike Miller will represent Love 99 and present the trophy, but we needn't stay for that, I guess. So we'll see you later next week when the Trojans will be back in TVL play, and hopefully we'll make out a little bit better, and the results would be better next week. So see you then. Good night from Williams Valley. Good evening, all you Trojan fans from Lion Mountain High School. This evening, the Trojans have traveled over here to take on these Lion Mountain Eagles in a TVL ball game. The Trojans coming into tonight's ball game with a 2-3 league record. Some of the ball games that they lost, one of them in particular, I think up at Juniata, they would all agree they probably should not have lost that ball game, but they're going to look to get back on the winning track here in the year 2000 now, as it's our first ball game of the new century. And I won't call it the new millennium, because some of the purists out there would say that next year, the year 1, begins the new millennium. So no argument there from me. But anyway, we'll be back with the opening tip-off here. As we're about a minute and a half away from game time. Looks like all the Trojans are healthy out there and should put the same starting 5 on the court to begin the ball game for Coach Ain. And the Lion Mountain Eagles, I haven't seen these fellas play before, but I do know that they can win some ball games and have a pretty powerful offense. So we're going to have to see if the Trojans can contain them and generate some good offense spark of ourselves tonight. So we'll be back with the opening tip in just a moment. For the opening tip now, as they send out Shadle Smeltz, Ryan Lentz, the Nick Huffman, and Travis Wenzel. So we're ready to go now. Again, suited up and ready to play are both Hunter, of course, for UD, and Smith. They will see playing time later on, I'm sure. They'll tip it off here against number 43, Balashik, and Balashik getting ready to tip off here against Hunter, or against Nick Huffman, rather. And, of course, with it comes that number 34. We do have these names. It's Schreffler. And Schreffler tries to go inside with it. He will. And let's see. Back come the Trojans now as the Eagles missed a shot. Kid standing in front of me. Anyway, okay, over in the wing it goes now for Shadle. In the corner, shot from the side for Smeltz for 3. Wouldn't go. And a rebound tracked down over here by Wenzel. But Eagles pick it up. And here's Schreffler dumping it inside for a shot by 43. Balashik, and Balashik gets the first 2 points of the ball game. Into the corner it comes here for Nick Huffman. Nick for two, and his shot blocked out of there, and then he'll roll it back inside. Picked up in here by 34. His shot for two is good. He'll go to the line to shoot one to get three. After the line, shooting one to get three. It's good. And it's a 5-0 ball game now as the Eagles pop out on top. Here comes Shadle. Across the court they go with a good pass and into the corner for Huffman. Back outside, they'll spread it here now for Shadle. Smelts, or rather, yes, Smelts. Into the corner, shot from over there for three. It's good by Brent Smelts. He has got three, and it's a 3-5 game, 5-3. Schreffler inside he goes. Tied it up in there to 25, and his shot up no good. And on a rebound, it's brought down here by Wenzel. Quick pass over here for Smelts. Smelts for two more. It's good. So Smelts has 5 points. The Trojans have 5 points, and we're all tied up at 5. Schreffler up court for the Eagles. He'll take it inside, but a foul call, I think, might be on Travis Wenzel. Schreffler to inbound. He'll loop one way back here. It's going to be tracked down. Now, he didn't have to do that. He could have just played that. You can inbound the ball anywhere in a basketball court, but Troutman tried to save it and knocked it out of there. So Milky inbounds it here for Schreffler. Milky number 22. Troutman number 11. They'll loop it inside here for that 43 turnaround shot. Good. 43 is Balashik. Yep, Balashik for two. Here comes Shadle with it for UD. Over the wing he goes for Smelts, and then Shadle with it again. Now Smelts has it again. Takes it on the baseline for two. No good. Rebound tipped up and out of the ballpark as went off the hands of Smelts of Line Mountain. Smith and Hunter into the ball game to replace Huffman and Wenzel for Coach Hain. Brian Lentz in there also for UD. Pass looped underneath here, but picked off in there, and back with it comes Line Mountain into the corner. Milky out here for that 25. He'll stop and pass it back from Milky, and Milky walked with it as he tried to go inside. So that'll turn it back over to the Trojans. Eagles inbounding now. Chance to tie up the ball game. They trail by 2. 7-5. Pass here for Hunter, and a foul will be called. Milky will pick up the personal foul, non-shooting. He'll pick up his first. And the Trojans will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Shadle getting ready to do just that. Brett pushes it over the wing over there for Smelts. Back outside, Ryan. And now Shadle with it. Lentz, Shadle looking for three. It's no good, and the rebound right there to Smith for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound to Smith again for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound tapped around and out of bounds. It goes off Smelts of Line Mountain, number 25. So the Trojans will inbound the ball. Couldn't get one to drop there, could they? Shadle inbounding right over there for Smith. Outside, Lentz, Smelts, and Shadle. Shadle goes inside here for Smith. Smith wanted to push it back out. Over the wing they go with it. Shot from the side. Good for three from Ian Smelts. Or Ian Smelts, rather. Brent Smelts. Ian played a couple years ago, Dale. Anyway, nice three by Brett. Brent gives the Trojans a 1-point lead now, 8-7. 4:21 left here in the first period. Balashik will push it over here for Milky. Milky back there for Schreffler. Tries to go inside, tapped away, but picked back up again. This is that Smeltz. He tried to go inside with it, and that got tapped away. Back with it comes Smeltz, looking over here for Hunter for 2. His shot wouldn't go. Rebound tipped up and missed. Another try, no good. 3 tries now. The Trojans not being able to close off the play. Here's the Blasik out in front here for Schreffler for 2, no good. Rebounded in there to Smith, and then he's going to be hacked as he is nailed in there by Smeltz of Line Mountain. Show you the clock next stoppage as Shadle gets ready to inbound the ball here for Lentz, or rather for Smeltz. Smeltz with it. Down the wing he goes. Hunter. This is Shadle out in front. He and Lentz will change sides. The ball goes over here for Smeltz. Now inside it goes to Hunter. Hunter for 2. Nope, no good. And on the rebound, let's see. Tipped around inside, controlled by Smeltz on the right wing. On the baseline. Out in front he goes. Nice charge to the hoop for 2 by Lentz. Ryan with an acrobatic jump inside that time gets himself 2. It's 10-7, UD by 3. Over the wing they'll go. Oh, looked like a carry here. Hold everything. It was a walk, they called it, but carry whatever. Troutman taken off and got that high dribble. Lentz check out of the ball game. Wenzel back in there, and Nick Huffman also back in for UD. 10-7, Trojans by 3. Shadle out in front. Hoops it inside, but over the head of Hunter, and picked off in there by Blasik, who will give it back here now for that Schreffler. Schreffler takes it inside, 15-foot shot, no good. Rebounded inside by Schreffler, and then he goes out of bounds off him. So it'll be UD ball. Shadle getting ready to inbound. Does so here for Smeltz. Quick pass ahead here for Huffman. And Nick will pick up the dribble, push it over there for Shadle. Shadle into the wing, he goes with it. On the baseline goes Wenzel for 2. It is no good. Rebounded to Wenzel. Wenzel tries to go up again with it, but he is going to be fouled. And I think it'll be a non-shooting foul. And Shadle will inbound the ball. Moving it back here for Wenzel. Travis inside here for Hunter. Pushing it back out here for Shadle. Near side over here. Shot for 3 from Smeltz. No good. Rebound tipped around, and let's see who's going to control it. Troutman for Line Mountain. Quick pass down the court here for Milky. Here's Troutman dribbling it out in front. Looping it inside. Tipped away nicely by Hunter. Ahead here for Nick Huffman. Nick trying to take it in. Push it off the glass for 2. Wouldn't go, and a rebound tapped out of bounds off UD. It'll be Eagle ball. 52 Caldwell into the ball game for the Eagles as they roll it down on the right wing. Caldwell's got it inside, goes to the hoop for 2. It's good. Boy, he goes to the floor. He is fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 1 to get 3. Caldwell at the line shooting 1. His one shot is good, and he has tied up the ball game now, 10-10. Minute 47 left here in the first period. All tied up at 10. Here's Wenzel for 2. No good. The rebound comes right back here to Hunter for 2. It's good. So Drew Hunter was right there to pick off that rebound and gets 2 points back and gives the Trojans a lead back again now. There's a pass inside on the baseline. They go with it. Shot put up, no good, but a foul called on Hunter. And Drew picks up the personal. At the line, Hunter picked up his first personal, and the shot by Troutman, his first shot is good, gives the Trojans a 1-point lead now, 12-11, and he can tie it up here with a shot. Nope, not that time. Rebounded over there to Smeltz. He'll pick it up. Up court he comes with here for Lentz. Lentz back for Smeltz, and he and Lentz will play with it. Lentz has got it out in front. Ryan looking for something to happen. Pushes it over there for Wenzel. Travis will loop it down on the near wing here for Smeltz. Inside they go with it. Smith, turnaround shot. No good, but a foul called. Foul will be on Blasik, I believe, and that's going to send Josh to the line shooting 2. Josh shooting 2. His first one is good. Good bucket by Josh Smith. It is 13 11. Back into the ball game to replace Hunter for UD. And a second shot wouldn't go, and then a walk will be called now as Caldwell stepped after he received the rebound and walked with it. Lentz will inbound the ball. Break for UD. Looping it inside here for Smith, but the ball comes away, and then a push foul will be called on Josh Smith as he kind of leaned into and bumped Troutman here, and they're going to call him with a foul. Checks out of the ball game for UD. Hunter back in there as Coach Hain rotates these guys in and out pretty much freely here tonight. And up the court with it comes Schreffler, having some trouble with it. Now inside he goes here. A fake and a shot put up there, no good. That was Caldwell. Ball is loose on the wing. Caldwell trying to go underneath and get it, but he couldn't. Back with it comes Smeltz. Smeltz with a rush to the hoop for two. That wouldn't go. Rebound tapped around in there, and let's see who's going to get it. It's going to go out of bounds off the Trojans, and so Lion Mountain will inbound the ball. Milky inbounding here for Troutman. Troutman right down the middle. He goes with it. Stops, puts a shot up, and we got a foul called before the shot. It'll be on Smeltz. His first, I believe. Actually, Brent picked up his second personal foul, and he's replaced in there by Shadle now for UD with 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trojans up by 2, 13-11. And Troutman seeing if he can narrow that, and he did, 13-12. We got a 1-point ball game here. And Troutman will shoot one more. It is good, and we're tied at 13-all. Baker's dozen for each squad, and back they come the Trojans now to see if we can regain the lead with 25 seconds left here in the period. Looping it down here for a pass underneath, and let's see, it's going to be grabbed over there nicely by Lentz. Now inside they go to Hunter, back out here for Wenzel. Wenzel dropping it inside for Drew Hunter, and Drew underneath in a crowd puts it up and in, good for two. Boy, Drew Hunter was in a crowd that time, but he forced it up and in. There's a long shot at the buzzer, wouldn't go. So at the end of one, UDA by 2, 15-13. We'll see what the gals look like here tonight, because it's one of those games where they are facing us this time. So we'll see how they do. All right, did very well. Way to go, girls. Getting underway now. Ryan Lentz will inbound the ball for the Trojans for Brett Shadle. Shadle looking for three. Nope, not that time. Rebound right there to Lentz. He puts a shot up off the rim, no good. And let's see. This is Troutman in the wing, out in front. Shot from outside by Smeltz, wouldn't go. And we got a foul underneath. Foul will be on Lion Mountain, I believe. Wenzel getting ready to inbound. Does so here this time again for Lentz. Ryan Lentz, top of the circle. Wenzel in here for Huffman. Inside they go down, and a foul. Push foul will be called on Troutman of Lion Mountain. Shadle back into the ball game for UD. Ryan Lentz goes out for the Trojans. Bouncing it here for Wenzel. Wenzel from outside here for three. It's good. Travis Wenzel for three. A nice shot. And it's now 18-13. Trojans by 5. Racing down the court with it all by himself and missing one is that Schreffler. In the meantime, the Trojans on the other end come down here and they're slammed and a foul called. We're going to get a push foul. Now, it's not going to be the guy that fouled Smeltz, I don't believe, or is it? No, I don't think so. I think it was away from the play. It looked like somebody might have banged Smeltz, but no foul there. The foul, in fact, Nick Huffman was the man who was fouled. And Nick will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. So let's see. If Nick, pretty good foul shooter. Here's his first try. Nope, not that time. And a rebound comes down there, and they'll pass it ahead quickly here for Schreffler. Schreffler taking it inside, puts a shot up, blocked away nicely by Huffman. Back with it comes Smeltz. Smeltz will slow it down back here for Shadle. Over there for Wenzel. Wenzel into the corner he goes for Nick Huffman. And now inside they'll go to Hunter. Hunter has it knocked loose, but they pick it up inside. It's on the floor. Picked up in here by the Line Mountain. New guy in there, don't have his name yet. 42 will take it inside, but they're going to call a push foul on number 54, and that will be Nick Huffman picking up the foul. 42, Matt Reed at the foul line for the Eagles. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1. First shot, good. Here's Reed for his second try. It is no good. In and out it goes, and the rebound comes off of there and gets knocked out of there by Matt Smeltz of Line Mountain, number 25. So the Eagles will inbound the ball. The Trojans will inbound the ball. Smeltz getting ready to do that for Brett Shadell. And here comes Shadell. Near wing over here. Now inside they'll go with it for Huffman. Huffman for two. It's good. Nice pop right off the glass for that Nick Huffman on a good pass inside from Wenzel. Schreffler with it. Bouncing it back over here now for that Schreffler again on the baseline for two. Too long. Rebounded in there to Hunter. And back with it come the Trojans quickly. Wenzel's got it. Takes it to the hoop. Puts it up and in for two. Nice left-handed layup that time by Travis Wenzel for UD. 22-14. Eagles on top now. To the hoop he goes. Blocked away nicely. They'll spin it ahead quickly for Huffman. Huffman rolling it ahead here for Shadle for two. It's good. Brett Shadle putting that one right in from the very front of the hoop, and it's 24-14. The Trojans have opened up a 10-point margin here now. Into the corner goes Schreffler with it, and a walk called, or is it timeout? No, timeout. It'll be Eagle ball when we come back. They called timeout with 5:32 left here in the first half. Trojans up by 10, 24-14. Timeout is over. Line Mountain timeout is over, so the Eagles will now inbound the basketball underneath their own board. They'll try to throw it in here for Balashik, and out of bounds it goes. Threw it right by Matt Balashik. Threw it by Kurt Balashik. It was Kurt, not Matt. Anyway, here's Wetzel picking it up. All the way down their court. Now they put it here with a nice bounce pass underneath for Smith. He's fouled, but Josh will go to the foul line, shooting two. Got a good pass inside there from Smeltz as they worked it down quickly. He couldn't quite finish off the play as he was hacked, so Josh will look for two freebies. His first try is good. Perfect. Checks back into the ball game for Line Mountain to replace Sprinkle, as Josh Smith's second shot just as good as the first one. 26-14, the Trojans by 12. Here's Milkey picking up the loose ball into the corner there for Schreffler. Schreffler on the baseline for two. Blocked away nicely in there by Huffman. Nick playing nice. Here comes Smeltz for two, but ball's knocked out of bounds on a good block. Brent trying to race in there and lay that one up and in, had it rejected. And out of bounds it went, so it'll be UD ball. As Lentz back into the ball game to replay Shadle for Coach Hain. Okay, Lentz will inbound the ball for UD. Bounce pass over here for Wenzel, and then he'll fire it out of bounds off Milkey's leg. And so it'll remain UD ball. Keith Milkey defending on the inbound pass. Lentz pushing it back over here now for Wenzel. Travis, over in the wing he goes, now into the corner. Shot from over there by Huffman for two. No good. Rebounded inside there to Schreffler. Quick outlet pass up here for Milkey, and Milkey tracks it down on the corner, and then a push foul will be called on Travis Wenzel. I don't think Travis hardly bumped him. Travis can't believe that call, and I can't either. Wow. Kind of cheap, huh, John? Holy smokes. 4:54 left here in the first half. Trojans by a dozen. And Milkey's going to see if he can cut that lead down a little bit with a 1-and-1. First try, no good. Rebounded in nicely by Smith. Back here for Huffman. UD with some height in there now with Huffman and Smith in the ball game. Here's Wenzel out in front. Wenzel will pick it up near wing over here. Back here for Wenzel. Wenzel over in the baseline for 2, no good. Rebounded nicely inside there by Nick Huffman for 2. Tricky Nick gets put back that time and puts that one right up and in, good. In the meantime, on the other end of the court, stolen away nicely here by the Smelts of the Trojans. That'll spin it back here for Huffman. Looping it over here now, they go for Lentz. Inside he goes with the ball tipped around, but stolen back here as Troutman will come in for 2 for the Eagles. And he's got 2. And timeout's going to be called by Coach Hain as we've got a 28-16 score with 4:09 left here in the first half. 22nd UD timeout is over. Wenzel will inbound the ball here. And Wenzel has it back again. Whoa, down the court he goes. He gets tripped up in here, and Troutman picks it up. Shot over here by Milky wouldn't go, and a rebound comes down, and back with it comes UD. Wenzel having a little bit of trouble with it. The ball still loose. People rolling all over the place as the Eagles bring it back. Schreffler over in the wing he goes with it. Now underneath. Here is that Matt Smelts of Line Mountain. He'll go to the line shooting 1 to get 3 as his shot goes in, and it's good. Foul was on Josh Smith. And Matt Smelts of Line Mountain at the line shooting 1. It's a 10-point lead now, and Matt would like to make it 9, and he did not. However, the tip in by Balashik is good. So he gives the Eagles their 20th point. It's 28-20 for 3. Nope, off the back a little bit, no good. Rebounded inside there to Huffman, wouldn't go. Rebound inside for Lentz, and Lentz is fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Ryan hanging in there with the tall bunch of guys around him, and he put the shot up, was fouled, and he'll shoot a pair. Ryan to shoot 2. First shot, good. Ryan can put this one in. He will give the Trojans their 30th point and a 10-point lead. Oh, not that time. Rebound tipped around. Let's see. Controlled inside there to Troutman. Troutman on the top of the circle. Now he takes it to the baseline. Push it inside here for Balashik. Balashik for 2. It's good. It's Kurt Balashik for 2 more. And Nick Huffman looping it back here. Now as they go to Lentz. Back for Smelts. Or for Shadle, rather. Shadle will wind it around the left wing side. Into the corner he goes, and then back out. For 3. Ooh, just off the mark. Rebound tipped around inside, and Balashik will bring it down for the Line Mountain as the Eagles start to come back here a little bit on our Trojans. Here's Schreffler for 2. It's good. And all of a sudden, it's 29-24, a 5-point ball game now. The Trojans had led by a dozen at one point. Here's Huffman having a little trouble with it. On the floor it goes. It's tied up, and it's going to be given back to the Eagles as Matt Smelts ties it up for Line Mountain. So we'll inbound the ball here to Schreffler. This is J.J. Schreffler. Inside, but tipped away nicely from Smelts by our Smelts. Oh, let's see. This is Ryan Lentz trying to save it in, but he could not. As Ryan went out of bounds with the ball and fell into the bleachers. He's okay. But Eagles coming back now as the Trojans missed a chance that time. Ooh, a foul on Nick Huffman. Nick says, what for? He reached in again a little bit, Nick, I think. So that's going to send Milky to the foul line, shooting 1-on-1. 2 because it's 10th team foul for the Trojans. So Milky makes the first one. Nick Huffman out of the ball game. Larry McNinch in there for the Trojans. Second shot, good. 29-26. The Trojan margin has melted down to 3. Smelts will loop it here for Shadle. Shadle up quickly here for Lentz. Lentz takes it inside, but a reach-in foul called on Troutman. And we non-shooting. Take that back. From where I'm sitting here, folks, you might wonder why I'm doing this, but you can't see the scoreboard very well. Now, you can with the camera, and that's their 10th foul, so he'll be shooting too. Ryan's first try, short. Ryan can give the Trojans their 30th point again. He gets 2 cracks at it. He was there before, and let's see. Yep, this time he did it. 30-26, the Trojans by 4 with 2 minutes and a couple of seconds remaining here in the first half. Pushing it over here for that 22 Milky, and Milky gets 2 of those back, and it's a 2-point ball game. Smelts over here for Shadle. Down the court it comes now for Lentz. Nice bounce pass for McNinch, and Larry McNinch gets 2 on a nice bounce pass from Shadle, I guess it was. Here's a pass over here. Now they'll spin it underneath. Ball is loose. Picked up in there. Shadle tries to get it and does up here for Lentz. Lentz coming over here on the wing. Smeltz for 2. It's good. Smeltz for 2. So all of a sudden the Trojans opened up a 6-point lead now. As back with it comes Schreffler. Into the baseline he goes. Shot from inside there by Milky is good for 2. So they're exchanging buckets now. 34-30 with 1:14 left. And a foul called on Schreffler. He will pick up the personal. And that will send, let's see, is it, I'm not sure here. One of these 3 are going to shoot. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Lentz. Okay. Ryan could get himself into double figures from the foul line tonight if he starts hitting a couple of these. Let's see if he can make a couple here. They're free. They call them free throws. And the first one, he said, yeah, I'll take that. And he did. All right. 36. Or 35, rather. Now 36. 36-30. And we've got 1:10 seconds left here in the first half. Trojans up by 6. Schreffler here for Milky. Schreffler. Clock down 55 seconds. Milky. Schreffler. Looping it inside. Balashik on the baseline. He goes with it. And a shot put up in there. Blocked away nicely by Hunter. And back with it come the Trojans quickly here for Smeltz. Smeltz for 2. It is good. The bucket counts. The foul will be on Milky and Brent. Smeltz will go to the line shooting 1 to get 3. To Brent to see if he can put 1 in. He only gets 1 now. And it is no good. Rebounded in there to Troutman. Over in the wing it goes. Shot from over there by Schreffler. No good. And the rebound comes right down here to Lentz for Shadle. Shadle down court with a head of steam. Over in the wing he goes. Wenzel back out here for Shadle. And Brett spinning it over here for Lentz. Clock down to 20 seconds remaining here in the half. Ryan Lentz working it over there for Smeltz. Smeltz will go back here for Shadle. Shadle into the corner. Lentz for 3. It's good. Ryan Lentz for 3. 41-30. All of a sudden, the Trojans with an 11-point lead. Shot from the side over there by Balashik wouldn't go as the half comes to an end. But a good half here for UD as they will take an 11-point lead into halftime now. It's 41-30 UDA. All right. Not too bad a first half for the Trojan boys. Right back. Well, we're back for second half action here now at Line Mountain. Trojans with that 11-point lead. Going into the second half here now. Shadle will take it down court. Into the wing he goes here for Smeltz. And then Shadle has it back again. Cross court. Nice pass for Wenzel. Wenzel off the glass. Oh, nope. Didn't use the glass. All hoop that time for Travis. And it's a 43-30 ball game. Number 5 in there is Bordner for Line Mountain here now. His first time I think this young fella's been into the ball game. In the meantime, the Trojans tap it out on the far side. And Bordner had it inside here for that Troutman. Looping it in here for Balashik. Balashik with a dribble. Pushing it back out here for Milky. Inside to Balashik. And Balashik goes to the hoop for 2. It's good. Top that one up and in nicely. And makes it a 43-32 ball game. The Eagles in the first half there had closed it to 3 points. But and the Trojans pulled away. Lead now by 9. Check that. Lead now by 11. Shadle into the corner. Shot from the baseline for 3. For 3 is good by Brett. And Smeltz with another 3. Nice shot. Comes Bordner with it. Taking it in all the way, going to the hoop for 2. Had it maybe lost off the fingertips or partially blocked by Hunter. I'm not sure. Wenzel coming back with it. The pass over here for Smeltz. Smeltz will push it back here for Shadle. Shadle back for Smeltz. Inside they go. Nice pass to Hunter. Hunter for 2. It's good. Drew Hunter with a good move inside. challenged the defender, who did not defend on him, and he went up, put it up nicely. Here comes that Troutman, and timeout called by the Lyon Mountain Eagles. 48-32, the Trojans by 16 make that. And we've got 6:19 remaining here in the third. We'll inbound the ball following that 20-second Lyon Mountain timeout. And Troutman has it back, loops it up for a shot. No good. I'm sure that was a shot. It was kind of a strange-looking shot. But we have a foul called on Shadle underneath. And that's going to give the Eagles the ball out of bounds here as Bordner. Ryan Bordner will inbound it. Over the wing he goes with it. Now inside here for, let's see, who was that? 25, that's that Smeltz, Matt Smeltz. And back comes UD. Wenzel taking it on the baseline. Now back out here for Shadle. Shadle. Lentz in the ball game also for UD. This is Shadle though for Lentz. Ryan into the corner he goes. Wenzel. Wenzel on the baseline. Now pushing it back on the near side. Smeltz for three. It's good. So Brent Smeltz has got that three-pointer in range now as he hits yet another one. And Bordner coming back, stolen away. On the floor it goes. Ball still loose. Picked up in here by Wenzel. Wenzel charges to the hoop for two. No good as he was a little off balance on that play. And then out of bounds it goes. It's going to stay down here. It'll go out of bounds. Bordner trying to grab it for the Eagles, but out of bounds it rolled, and Shadle will inbound the ball. 5:22 left in the third. 51-34 UD. Trojans looking very good here tonight. Here's Wenzel for three. Nope, in and out, wouldn't stay down. Balashik with the rebound ahead here for Milky. Milky looking for two, wouldn't go. Rebounded in here to Wenzel. Over there for a shot from the wing by Smeltz is good again for two more. And this is Troutman taking it inside for two. No good. Wouldn't stay down. Eagles now can't buy a bucket. And back with it comes Shadle with a nice bounce pass for Smeltz. His shot no good. Return shot put up on the far side by Lentz is no good. But Ryan will go to the foul line and shoot two freebies. Shooting two and give the Trojans a 20-point bulge. And he did. 54-34. And he'll be shooting one more. Here's his second try. It is good. Two nice foul shots by that Ryan Lentz. And back comes Troutman with it. He'll try to take it in. Nope, give it to Balashik. Balashik for two, it's good. Balashik rolls one up and in, good. 36-55, 55-36. Down on the baseline for Wenzel. Back out here for Shadle. Into the corner, Wenzel. Or rather, that wasn't Wenzel, this is Wenzel now. And Travis rather, is fouled, and he'll go to the foul line shooting two. Travis at the line shooting a pair. His first one, good. Here's his second try. And that one is good also. 57-36, the Trojans by 21. As Schreffler inside, stolen away nicely in there by Smith, who is back in the ball game. Looping it ahead for Shadle. Shadle for two, good. Nice long pass ahead for Shadle, and Shadle got two. Ball on the other end of the court, stolen away by Smeltz. Back for Shadle and then back to Smeltz. Smeltz over the wing, he goes with it. Nice bounce pass inside. Smith for two, it's good. And he's fouled, and Smith will go to the line, shooting one to get three. Good job and a nice pass inside there, and I think the Eagles would like to call time, and they do, and Josh will be going to the line, shooting one to get three when we come back. Good hustle, good play tonight by these Trojans all night long. 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, and the Trojans 61, Lyon Mountain 36. Josh by Gosh Smith at the line, shooting one to get three. Here's Josh's shot. It is good. 62-36, 26-point margin now for UD. In here for that Milky. Keith with a shot for two, no good. Rebounded in there to Lentz, and Lentz coming up court with it for UD. Lentz near wing over here. It comes now for Smelts, but it's tapped away from him, and back with it comes Troutman. Troutman to the hoop for two. Good. Troutman gets two. That's Jacob Troutman. And this is Smith. Now here for Huffman. Nick looping it back here for Shadle. Coach Haynes says set it up, so Shadle will try to set something up here. Over there for Lentz. Ryan back for Shadle. Into the corner it goes. Smelts pushes it back here for Lentz. Inside they go here now for a turnaround shot by Smith. Short, and on the rebound it's going to go out of bounds, but they say it was tapped out of there by Troutman of Line Mountain. So Shadle will inbound for UD. Pushes right here for Smith. Smith on the baseline is fouled by Balashik, and Josh will go to the line shooting two. Smith at the line to shoot a pair. And his first one is good. Here's Josh's second shot. And that one is just as good as the first one. 64-38, 3:03 left in the third. With it come the Eagles. On the wing, a shot put up in there by Balashik wouldn't go. And then a foul underneath. Number 5 back into the ball game for the Eagles. Here's Nick Huffman, number 54 for UD, bouncing it back. Shadle over there, tipped away from Smith. He picks it back up. Now on the baseline for Nick Huffman. Nick would like to go inside with these, trying to make the move, turns it around, puts a shot up, no good. Right there is Wenzel with a shot, wouldn't go. Return shot put up by Smith, won't go, but he's fouled. And again, it'll be Josh Smith going to the line for UDA, shooting two. Smith will shoot a pair. Here's his first one. It is good. That's why you practice the foul shooting. Josh 5 for the last 5 as far as I can recall. And let's see if we can go 6 for 6. Nope. Jinxed him. Down with it comes Milky for Line Mountain. Kind of lost the handle on. It's picked up in there by Bordner. Near wing over here for that Schreffler. Schreffler will drop it back. Balashik with it. Inside he goes. Turnaround shot by Smelts. No good. Ball tipped away by Huffman, I think it was that time for UD. Smelts has it. Near wing over here they'll go, and a walk called that time on Wenzel as Travis started off a little bit too quickly and was called for the walk. This is Schreffler. Sprinkle back into the ball game for the Eagles. Schreffler for two, no good. Rebounded inside nicely there by Wenzel. Over in the wing he goes with it for Smelts. Smelts right underneath there is Nick Huffman. Nick forces a shot up, no good. A rebound comes down there to Balashik. He'll drop it back here now for Schreffler. Schreffler trying to play it from the outside, drops it over to a wingman. That's at Bordner. Bordner goes inside. Turnaround shot put up in there by Matt Smelts of Line Mountain is good. 65-40, Trojans by 25 as Ryan Lentz works it over in the corner. Smelts with it, bounces it here for Wenzel. Wenzel will push it back for Smelts. Smelts from outside for three, that's short. Rebounded right inside there, Smelts from Line Mountain. Quick pass underneath here. They go to that number 12, Sprinkle, and Nicky Sprinkle makes it good for two. Whoa, here's Wenzel. Wenzel breaking it down court all the way himself, puts a shot up and in, good, but a charge foul called. So that will not be allowed as the bucket, and it'll be Wenzel picking up a charge. He's going to the foul line, but I think he doesn't realize the foul was on him. Now he realizes it, I believe. Yep. He thought he was going to go to the line, but nope, the foul was a charge called on Travis. So back up comes Schreffler. Here's Balashik. And Balashik will push it back here for Schreffler. Schreffler takes it inside, dumping it over there for a shot by Smelts is good for two. It's at Matt Smelts of Line Mountain again to distinguish from our Smelts. Brett did not put that one in, but Matt Smelts did from Line Mountain. Hunter back over here for a pass out in front for Lentz. Lentz will take it right down the middle. Oh, and pushed it on the wing for Huffman. 20 seconds left. Shot put up by Travis Wetzel is good, and he will go to the line, shooting one to get three. Nice rush to the hoop that time by Travis. He'll shoot one freebie. Here's Wetzel's one and only shot. It is good. Right down the chute. 68-44. And back they come with 15 seconds remaining here in the third. Schreffler pushing it over here for Balasik for three. No good. Rebounded inside here to Wenzel. Wenzel rushing down court, lost the handle on it, and a big battle for it, but it's stolen back here for Shadle. Shadle fires one up at the buzzer off the glass, but not near the bucket. And so that'll do it for 3/4 of our ball game. But it's been a good one here tonight at Lion Mountain as the Trojans lead at the end of three by a score of 68-44. Back in a moment with fourth and final period. Lion Mountain gets set to inbound the ball to begin the fourth period. This is Schreffler here for Troutman. Troutman will take it right to the hoop for two. It's good. He found the lane open and he drove it up and in for two. Shadle for UD. Near foul, no call. Troutman harassing him and Shadle with it yet. Brett will spin it around to the top of the circle. Picks up the dribble. Over here for that Lentz. Lentz back for Shadle. Shadle inside he goes. Turnaround shot by Hunter is good for two. Drew Hunter. Nice play that time as the Trojans really have been passing very crisply tonight and really finishing off the plays for the most part. Shot put up over there, no good. And on the rebound here, it's going to come down here for Smeltz. Smeltz on the wing over here for Wenzel for two. Rolled off everything and wouldn't go. And a shot by Hunter blocked away in there and then nearly stolen back by UD. And they're going to call a foul as Brett Smeltz got a little bit too aggressive that time trying to make the steal. And he picks up the personal foul. He will inbound the ball for Lion Mountain, and he did, and back comes that Schreffler. J.J. Schreffler moving it over in a wing over here for Troutman. Inside it goes, tapped away nicely there by Wenzel. Back here for Smeltz. Smeltz has got it, looking for two. It is just off the mark. Rebounded over there to Hunter. Drew, spin around, shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded in there to Smeltz. Smeltz with a move to the bucket, won't go. And the ball is saved from out of bounds. Right inside he goes with it to Wenzel. And Wenzel put her home. Nice bucket. Good battling underneath. Here's Balasik for two. It's good. Kurt Balasik for two more. He's probably the high scorer for the Eagles tonight, I would think. Shadle tries to work it up court. Picked up here by Wenzel. And Travis right down the middle. Puts a shot up off the glass. Good for two. Travis Wenzel for two. And here comes Troutman pushing it over here with a shot by Balasik. It's good. Drew Hunter gets the push foul. And Drew will pick up personal foul number 3, I believe. Let's see. I'm not sure, but anyway, Balasik to the line, shooting 1. Balasik now back at the line to shoot his 1 to get 3. And his 1 is no good. Rebounded in there nicely to Nick Huffman. Nick will bounce it ahead here now for Shadle. Shadle working it around the right side. Into the wing there for Lentz. Lentz bounces it inside for Smith. Smith from a baseline shot for 2 is good. Little 9-footer from the right-hand side that time for Smith. Back with it comes 42. Wait a minute. And a quick outlet pass blocked away. Back then they steal it back again as Shadle has it. Over the wing he goes with it for Lentz. Lentz on the baseline dropping it here for Nick Huffman. Nick will take it in for 2. It's good. A nice rolling layup that time by Nick Huffman. And again, some good fancy passing there by UD. Schreffler coming back for the Lion Mountain Eagles. He gets 2. 78-52. This could be, or at least getting close to the Trojans' largest output of the season. I think it probably is. 78-52 the score. Here's Smith. Smith picking it up over there for Lentz. Outside here, Smeltz for 2 or 3. Wasn't sure. Rebounded inside there, knocked nearly out of bounds as Smith harassing him underneath there, but the Eagles coming back with it, and then they'll throw it right by number 42 Reed over there. As Hunter and Wenzel get ready to come back in, but let's see, now we got a problem here with something again at the scores there. There's something wrong with the scoreboard keepers or the scoreboard over here. Now he's changing something on the scoreboard. I don't know if the clock wasn't running or what. Matter of fact, he's got 8 minutes back on the board, so something's goofy. Somehow. This happened the other night at a girls basketball game here also. 4:50 4 they put up there now, so that's probably right. As far as the Trojans are concerned, it is, that's for sure. Here's Huffman looping it ahead for Wenzel. Off his foot. Picked up in here by Troutman. Troutman going to the hoop for 2. It is good, and a foul will be called on Shadle. That time you got to give that Jacob Troutman rather, some credit, because that was a tough shot there. He rolled it up there with Brett Shadle on him and made it go in, and he'll shoot 1. Here it is. It is no good. Rebound tipped up, no good. Balaschik with it, still, well, more or less had it. Now he doesn't. Well, let's see. They're going to roll around under here, and it's going to be picked up eventually by Nick Huffman. Over there for Shadle. Shadle working it down the right side. He's going to lose the handle on it, and they're going to call a walk, as Brett lost the handle on that one, and it'll be turned over here to the Eagles with 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Trojans by 24. There's a pass on the baseline. A shot put up no good, and Hunter with the rebound for UD. Back with it comes Lentz. Lentz with a quick pass underneath for Nick Huffman, and Nick will be charged with a walk before he can get that one to go. Back come the Eagles. This is Troutman. Loops it inside over the head of Balaschik, picked off over there by Nick Huffman. Huffman will drop it back here now for Shadle. Shadle out on top of the key. Smelts. Near side here for Shadle. And Shadle pushing it here now for Hunter. Hunter looking for something underneath. Puts Nick Huffman with it on the baseline. Nick underneath the bucket. Tied up pretty much inside there. Pushes it right out there for Hunter. His first try, no good. Second try, no good. Third try, tapped up, no good. Fourth try, no good. And a push foul underneath called on UD. Oh, my. Here is Marquette dumping it on the near side here for Balaschik. He tries to go back out in front. Ball tip loose, picked up in there, and a foul called. Foul is on number 30, and that should be Wetzel. Travis picks up the personal foul, and that's going to send John Marquette to the foul line, shooting 1-1. Marquette's first try is no good. Rebound controlled here by the Trojans as Huffman picks it up for Shadle. Shadle over in a corner. Here's Smelts pushing it in for Wetzel. Wetzel for 2, no good, and the rebound comes down inside. Wetzel grabbing after it, loops it over there with a nice pass to Smelts. Inside they go with it. Now right here's Wetzel for 2, a little short again. Travis needs to put another 1.5 ounces of pressure behind those, and they'd go in. Stolen away nicely here by Shadle. Shadle breaking back with Wetzel. Shadle with a bounce pass to Wetzel on the baseline. Steps back off the glass for 2. Nice bounce pass from Shadle to Travis Wetzel. And Wetzel put it home. 80 points for UD. That could be their year high. Oh, here's a shot put up by number 52, Caldwell. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Caldwell will shoot a pair. His first one, good. And before Caldwell can shoot his second one, the Trojans, I believe it is, called timeout. They're going to have some new blood in there. Stroop is in there for sure for UD when we come back. 34 left in the ball game as Caldwell. This is Jeremiah Caldwell. Second shot, good. 80-56. Lentz up court for UD. Larry McNinch back into the ball game for UD. Here's Stroop. Oh, tried to go inside, did Lentz, but it's stolen away. And back with it comes that Reed. Reed for 2. No good. Rebounded inside there to Smith, and they have the foul called underneath. The foul will be on Mickey Sprinkle. And Josh Smithel will go to the line shooting 2. Or 1-1, I guess. Shooting a 1-1. First one. Good. Perfect. So Josh will get one more crack at it. And here it is. And it is no good that time. And rebounded inside there to Caldwell. And back comes that Marquette. Inside they go to Marquette for 2. It's good. So John Marquette gets himself 2. And back comes UD now as we're down to a minute and 55 seconds left here in the ball game. Over here for Smeltz. Right in there for McNinch. McNinch for 2, just wouldn't go. Return shot put up by Smith, wouldn't go. Larry McNinch battling for it underneath the boards, puts a shot up and a foul called. I think it'll be Stroop going to the foul line, though, as he sort of come out of the pile with that ball that time. So he'll go to the line shooting 2. Stroop's first shot is short. Inch into the ball game for the Trojans with 1:42 remaining here in this ball game. Second shot by Stroop wouldn't go. And back with it comes Marquette of Line Mountain. Here, pass over here for Reed. He'll bounce it inside to Reed. They go again on the baseline looking for 2. Larry McNinch with the block that time and the steal. And back with it comes Shadle for UD. Over there for Stroop. Stroop back here for Shadle. Shadle goes on the near side for Wenzel. Wenzel will take it on the baseline. Push it inside here for Kinch, but then out of bounds it goes. Knocked out of there by Caldwell of the Eagles. McNinch checks back out, and the ball game comes number 44. And I don't have my roster with me tonight. I think that's Snyder, but I'm not sure. I think it is, though. Here's Shadle for 3. Wouldn't go. Rebounded inside here to Kinch, and Kinch will... Well, let's see. Kinch still rolling around with it, and it's right over here to Wenzel for 2. Wouldn't go. Ball tapped around, stolen back here by Shadle, and Shadle has trouble with it for Wenzel. Wenzel push it there inside for a shot by Snyder. Wouldn't go. Return shot wouldn't go, and on the floor it goes. The ball is really loose. Back with it comes Caldwell, or is this Milky? Not sure. No, that was Caldwell. Stolen back by Snyder. Snyder will push it outside here. He's stolen away from him. Back with it they come. Here comes 12 for a shot. No good. Rebounded back in here to that Sprinkle, though. This shot wouldn't go, and then Sprinkle will pick up a foul, and that will send Wenzel to the line as Brent will shoot maybe 2. Seconds left in this ball game as Buffington, Zach Buffington into the ball game for UD. Wenzel looking for a pair. First shot, good. Looks like Salve getting ready to come in for Wenzel, but he's the shooter, so Travis will put the second one up and in. Good. Now he will depart the ball game, having played a good ball game here tonight. He'll leave, and Salve, number E11, in there for UD. 17 seconds is all that remains now as they try to take it inside and then dump it there. Marquette with a nice pass over there for number 50 or whatever it was. But that's about ready to do it now as we're down to 5 seconds. Here's Buffington. Inside he goes. Shot put up, blocked away, and that's going to do it as the game comes to an end. But boy, it was a good one here tonight for UDA as they take a final score of 83-60. UDA Trojans by 23 here tonight over these Line Mountain Eagles. And by gosh, it was a good ball game from the very start for UDA as they really had a good offensive output tonight here at Line Mountain. So congratulations to Coach Hain and all of these Trojan boys on a good victory. The first one of first one of the year 2000. And let's hope that there's many more to come. So we'll see you at the next UDA ball game.
He did.